Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders, your hands. Deep breath in. Hold. Release. Breath in. Hold. Release. I want to add that at first I was going to skip over this part because my breathing has been a little bit shallow over the last few days, but I have so many comments and things like that that say how much so beneficial this is to them. I'm sorry. So I was like, you know what? I'll just record it separate and I'll place it at the beginning of the video. I know you probably can see that I did struggle with that a little bit, and that is okay. Breathe. Alrighty then. Alright. So number 1. And I have this one. If I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. This one is in capital letters and it's number 1 for a reason. Now I'm not going to say the rest of these are in any particular order, but this one is number 1 for a reason. Research. I have to get close to you because I want you to feel me. Research. I cannot stress this enough. You know, our bodies are unique. Our mentalities are unique. We have to find things that work for us. Everything from the diet you choose to the choice of fitness, everything. You got to research. I went YouTube and Google crazy before I started my journey. And that's why so many things keep changing, because I keep researching. I'm like, and also you want to trick your body, you know, keep changing things. We're going to get more into that in another one. But number 1, do your research. And then, you know, find what works best for you. Number 2, find and build your support team. You are off to a great start just by watching this video, because I am part of your support team if you see fit. Message me. I do not care. Message me. I will try my hardest to reply back in a reasonable amount of time. Find your support team. Reach out to someone you know who is a trainer, somebody who teaches self-love, you know, yoga, whatever you feel like you need to do to start your journey and to keep going. Find somebody who is a nutritionist or along those lines. Come on. Find and build that support team that works best with you. Find 1 or 2 people or more that are willing to start this journey with you, who like to work out, somebody you can call if you're having that craving at 3 a.m. Find and build your support team. It is so beneficial to have one. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have gotten anywhere, but mine was amazing. It was freaking amazing. I found 2 people starting out the gate, and it has grown so tremendously, and I'm so happy and thankful for everybody who helped motivate me and push me during my journey. Let's see, number 3. Now this is one I didn't do thoroughly. I did it somewhat, but I honestly didn't like taking pictures, and so I didn't really think to take pictures to see where number 3, take pics and record your progress. I sucked at this one, you guys, and so that's why I'm adding it in here. Hopefully you'll do better, because now sometimes I look back and say, well, I wish I would have did measurements, and I wish I would have had more before pictures with my clothes off. A lot of the before pictures I had are they're pictures that family members or friends took of me when they begged me to go out, because I didn't like going out showing arms. That's a whole nother story. But yes, please take pics and record your progress. You will love the fact that I'm putting this one in there. All right. Number 4, this one is an extension of number 1. Eat and train for your goals. Everybody has different goals. We all have different body types. Some people want to gain, they want to bulk. Some people want to have lean muscles. Some people just want to be lean without any muscle. Just eat and train for your body. I myself am plant-based. I was not always plant-based. I lost the majority of my weight still eating meat. you know, I don't want to go into full detail about my diet because it changed over time. So I'm gonna actually do a full video on how my diet changed because it keeps changing. I'm gonna throw this in there. I just recently went gluten, soy, and sugar free. Now, while I don't know if I will keep that up, I did it mainly for health reasons to see if that will help me feel better. It has been beneficial. So, you know, that's one of the reasons for that one. Let's see, where are we? This one kind of contradicts number 4 a little bit, but this is what works for me, okay? I always tell people when they ask me to coach them to try to cut out anything white, to try to avoid it, maybe, you know, cut down on it just a little bit. When I say anything white, that is white potatoes, white rice, pasta. You know, I would say if it's white, it ain't right when it comes to, you know, you trying to begin your weight loss journey. Like I said, that is just what worked for me. Will I eat an occasional potato every now and then? Yes. I actually prefer sweet potatoes though, and they are more nutritionally dense. So, you know, you take that how you want it. You can try it out. I'll give you some examples. I did say I was going to give details with these, so I don't want to just move right on. Instead of white rice, I eat brown rice or wild rice. Instead of white pasta, I now eat I have a brown rice pasta in there that is also gluten free. Like I said, diet change. Just things like that. Let me see. Number 6, beware of the scale. I actually never really had a problem with this, and that's because I did my research early on. Our body sometimes, depending on if we drank an excessive amount of water the day before or anything like that, can easily put on between, you know, 1 to 5 pounds overnight. Well, not overnight, but, you know, in a 24-hour period. It's possible. Hopping on this scale every day, every week don't do that to yourself. Because another thing that I had to research during my weight loss journey was I was wondering why my weight was going up about 3 pounds, and I was only weighing myself about every 2 weeks to a month at this point. And it was because I had started intense weight training. I was falling in love with weights, and so I was gaining muscle. I wasn't getting bigger. I was gaining some muscle, and it was lean muscle, but muscle still has mass. So don't let the scale trick you. If anything, me personally, what worked for me was my clothes. I could always tell I was slimming down and things like that because my clothes would get bigger. I would have to go out and buy me some more pants or some more tops or things like that. So just beware of the scale. It can easily discourage you if you don't know what to look for. Let me see. Number 7, set short-term goals. Do not start your weight loss journey and just think of that end goal. Set short-term goals along the way. For example, when I first started, I could only walk about a half mile. I simply started off walking, by the way. So I could only walk about a half mile. So I would do that for a week straight. And then for that second week, I would set a goal of going further. You know, and then keep setting those short-term goals. I would set another short-term goal for eliminating, you know, this food or that food that I knew wasn't healthy for me. Just things like that. Set those short-term goals. Number 8, an extension of number 7, celebrate small achievements. When you set those short-term goals and you achieve them, celebrate that. Be proud of yourself. Don't just celebrate when you get to that end goal. Celebrate those short-term goals, you guys. Be proud of yourself because you are still going. Be proud of that. I'm proud of you for going through that. Like I try not to lie to anybody. Try not to lie. I don't lie to anybody when they ask me, was this hard? It's hard. It is hard. It's still hard, but it's so worth it. It's not all hard, but some of it will be hard, especially when you get those cravings and things like that. It's so worth it in the long run. Like, honestly, it's not just how you look physically, it's how you feel inside as well. Which brings me to number 9. I love this one. And I feel like a lot of people don't speak on this when they talk about, tips towards your weight loss journey or during your weight loss journey. Focus on your mental health. I'm not going to speak for everybody. Like I said, these were things that work for me, and I want to share them with others. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health. It's not more. I had low self-esteem, anxiety, insomnia, depression. I had to focus on my mental health during this journey as well. That's how I got into meditation and things like that. By focusing on my mental health, by revisiting those traumas and things like that, such as being bullied all throughout school for my weight, and using my weight as a crutch to be promiscuous. Another video coming for that later, because I know other questions are coming. Just things like that. And I'm so mentally clear now, even while going through this health scare that I'm facing at the moment. I'm still optimistic and things like that. Do I have my days where I'm frustrated and things and such? Yes, I do. But I don't handle it the way I used to, where as soon as if I would have been sick like this 7 years ago, I literally would have wanted to kill myself. That's not healthy at all. No, now I have the mentality where my body is strong. I'm going to speak that positivity over me, and I'm going to fight this. Focus on your mental health. Leave it at that. Number 10, be patient. Okay, I know there are a lot of programs and diets and such out there that tell you, oh, you can lose this in this amount of time. Now, I will say, I have seen a lot of people do those things, and most of the time, some of them work. But is it healthy to lose, 10 pounds in 1 week? In my opinion, it is not. It's not healthy. Unless you're fasting or doing some form of a detox, it's really not healthy. And some people don't think that those are healthy. I fast and detox for spiritual reasons and to cleanse my gut, not necessarily to lose weight, but to each his own. So definitely be patient with yourself. It's going to come off. If you do the work, it is going to come off. Remember, self-discipline is self-love. Hi, green gods and goddesses. How are you, my loves? As you can see, I am doing okay today. This video, and I want to apologize for this. This video was actually supposed to be out days ago. And the reason it's not, as some of you may know, is because I have been dealing with some health issues. Some days are better than others. The last 3 days were horrible. Today, I have felt pretty good for the most part. I was able to get in a very short walk. I did a little bit of abs, and actually I'm still okay. So we're gonna keep going. My appointment is next week to go see the specialist. I'll make a video on how that go, or just add it into the intro of another video. But I've been ready for this video, and I think today was the perfect time to do it, seeing as how I'm not even, went and did anything else since this workout. I was like, I'm going to just hop straight from a workout straight into these tips. So these are my top 10 top 10 tips on how to begin your weight loss journey. Now, if you're in the middle of your journey and you like some of these tips and want to implement them, go for it. But these are my top 10 tips on how to begin.